Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Story of Sam and welcome back to a brand new NBA video today here on the channel. And right now I'm going to go over the biggest winners of 2021 NBA free agency. Now that free agency has died down a little bit, most teams have almost 15 players signed. A lot of teams don't have that much money left, so I thought it would be a good time to go over and summarize which teams really did the best in this free agency. If you guys are brand new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. And of course guys, make sure to drop a like on today's video. That would be great. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. So for the first winner of free agency, we have the New York Knicks. Now the New York Knicks really had a surprising season in 2020, making the playoffs for the first time in an extremely long time. And even though they did lose in the first round of the playoffs, it was still a great year for them. So the biggest move the Knicks made was signing Kemba Walker to $8 million a year. If you guys did not know, Kemba Walker was actually bought out by the Oklahoma City Thunder and he signed with the New York Knicks for a very cheap price, again $8 million a year. And I know I've been hard on Kemba Walker in the past on the Celtics, but we know Kemba Walker can be an all-star point guard. He averaged 25 points a game in 2019, and I really do think he can make a major impact on this New York Knicks team. They also brought in Evan Fournier, a great shooter. They also brought back Julius Randle on a 4-year, $117 million contract. Julius Randle is a great player, the most improved player from last year. They also brought back guys like Derrick Rose, 3-year, $43 million, Nerlens Noel, 3-year, $32 million, and Alec Burks, someone that played a major role in their playoff run, playing great against the Atlanta Hawks, to a 3-year, $30 million deal. The one bad part about their free agency was they lost Reggie Bullock to the Dallas Mavericks. He was one of their best three-point shooters, had a great season for them. Unfortunately, they couldn't keep him, but overall, a great free agency for the New York Knicks. Most importantly, bringing in Kemba Walker on such a cheap deal, getting Evan Fournier, and keeping Derrick Rose. They could have a very, very good team next year, similar to the 2020 season, and it not be such a surprise to people. Their potential starting lineup could be Kemba Walker, RJ Barrett, Evan Fournier, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. I mean, that is a very capable starting five, and I'm going to be very excited to see how the New York Knicks do next season. Moving on to the next winner of 2021 free agency, we have the Chicago Bulls. Now, the Bulls didn't make a lot of moves, but they made very big moves when they did actually sign people. So the biggest move, of course, signing DeMar DeRozan, getting Lonzo Ball, and getting Alex Caruso. Those were by far the Bulls' biggest move in free agency, and I think they are really, really good moves. The Bulls could be a team that makes the conference finals this year. They could be that surprising team that really makes a great playoff run. Now they have 3 legit all-star caliber players with Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Nikola Vucevic. They could really make some noise in the Eastern Conference. DeMar DeRozan, a great scorer, a great mid-range shooter. Alex Caruso, I think one of the most underrated signings of this free agency. The Lakers definitely should have brought him back. He was a restricted free agent. They could have brought him back, but the Chicago Bulls ended up getting him. He is one of the best defensive players in the NBA. He is not just a meme. He is actually a great impact player. Not going to get the most stats, but he is really going to help the team out in little ways that do not show up in the stat sheet. He can shoot the 3-ball a little bit. He was a very, very low volume 3-point shooter, so doesn't really tell you that much. I watched a lot of Alex Caruso last season. He can shoot it, but again, he's not like a knockdown shooter. He's going to hesitate on a lot of 3-pointers, but he is still capable if you leave him wide open. And Lonzo Ball, the Bulls have been trying to get Lonzo for a long time. I honestly thought the Bulls were going to get him at the trade deadline, but they ended up getting him right now. Again, great playmaking point guard, still a ton of potential, and he can defend just like Alex Caruso. So the Bulls got a really nice team right now. Again, I think they are going to be around the same level as the New York Knicks. Really good Eastern Conference team, probably going to make the second round, maybe even the conference finals. Another very exciting team to look out for in the East. The expectations are really, really high for the Bulls, and they might have overpaid a little bit for DeMar DeRozan, but we're going to have to wait and see. Moving on to the third winner of 2021 free agency. I've talked about this team before. It is the Miami Heat. Now, the number one move the Heat made was getting Kyle Lowry. He is going to help this team so much on both sides of the floor. We know the Heat got swept by the Bucks in the first round. They definitely needed a little bit of help, so Kyle Lowry is there to bring that. Also getting PJ Tucker, 2 years, $15 million. I really, really like this deal. I'm a big fan of PJ Tucker. He plays with a lot of heart, a lot of hustle. He's going to go for every single loose ball, and he can shoot corner 3-pointers. Also, bringing back Victor Oladipo Oladipo. That is a very low risk, high reward move. I mean, we all know Victor Oladipo is hurt pretty much every season. They got him last year, but hopefully Victor Oladipo can come back. In the 2018 season, the 2018 playoffs, Victor Oladipo made an All-NBA team. He was one of the best players in the league, and he took the LeBron James Cavs to 7 games in the first round. Do not sleep on Victor Oladipo if he is healthy. They also brought back Duncan Robinson, 5 years, $90 million, one of the best three-point shooters in the game. We all know that. And also they re-signed Jimmy Butler to a 4-year max contract extension. Might not be the best decision, but once again, they're getting Jimmy Butler for 4 years. He's still relatively young. I mean, he's 31. He can still play a good amount of time at an elite level. So it's a good contract. Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Kyle Lowry as a trio, I think they are going to be a title contender. I think they are right below the Brooklyn Nets as teams to beat in the Eastern Conference. And moving on to the final big winner of 2021 free agency, we have the LA Lakers. Now, I'm not including the Russell Westbrook trade because, again, that was a trade, not like a free agency move. But besides the Russell Westbrook move, they brought in Carmelo Anthony, Wayne Ellington, Dwight Howard, Trevor Ariza, Kendrick Nunn, Malik Monk, Kent Bazemore. Almost all those guys are on veteran minimum contracts, so I think they got a great return on some of those contracts, especially Carmelo Anthony. I mean, he could have got a little bit more than a veteran minimum. Also, Malik Monk, a very young player, he signed a minimum contract, so definitely helping out the Lakers there. Wayne Ellington, a 40+% three-point shooter, not the best defender though. Dwight Howard, they really missed him in the 2021 season. They should have never let Dwight Howard go. He's a great defensive big man. He can catch lobs. The one thing about Dwight Howard though, he makes a lot of stupid fouls, and sometimes he's just a little bit over aggressive. I think Trevor Ariza was a great pickup. He can shoot the 3-ball, he can play defense. I know he is a lot older than most of the players in the team. I mean, the entire team is very old, but Trevor Ariza, great pickup there. Also, a very big surprise for the Lakers getting Kendrick Nunn. I mean, again, he's hot and cold. He's very good sometimes he's not so good. So it's going to be fun to see how much Kendrick Nunn actually plays on this team because they are stacked at the guard position. I think bringing in Kent Bazemore is a great move as well, a good 3-and-D player. But now on to Talen Horton-Tucker, who signed a 3-year, $32 million contract. Now this is all based off of potential. We all know Talen Horton-Tucker is very young, long wingspan, and he has a lot to improve on, mainly his jump shot. If Talen Horton-Tucker cannot shoot the ball at least at like league average from 3-point range, I really do not see him being useful on this team. Again, he has a ton of potential, and that's why they offered him 3 years, $32 million. But again, he has a lot to work on. Finishing with the left hand is a big one. I feel like every time he's on the left side of the rim, it's a reverse layup with the right hand because he can't really finish that well with the left hand. But I do like the contract. It's a tradable contract, 3 year, $32 million. We are going to have to see though if he gets traded, because if he can't shoot the ball next year, I think he's definitely going to get traded. But all in all, I really like what the Lakers did. Just getting shooting around LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook is going to do wonders. I think they got that in Carmelo Anthony, Wayne Ellington, Trevor Ariza, Kendrick Nunn, Malik Monk, Kent Bazemore, and hopefully Talen Horton-Tucker. The sky's the limit for this team. Obviously, they're going to be a title contender, championship or bust, 100%. This is going to be a team of old veterans, and they're going to try to make a championship run this year. Do I think they're going to win the NBA championship? Probably not. I still got a healthy Brooklyn Nets team over anyone, but again, we will see how this season plays out. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video on the biggest winners in free agency. We had the New York Knicks, the Chicago Bulls, the Miami Heat, and the Los Angeles Lakers. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers, and of course, guys, make sure to drop a like on today's video. That would be great. And if you guys do want to watch more of my NBA videos, I'm gonna leave an end screen right when this video finishes to 2 of my previous uploads that I think you guys would really enjoy. So have a great rest of your day, guys. It's been Story of Sam, and I'm out. Peace.